I am. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Okay. Oops. I'm feeding back. Hello. There we go. Make sure that my pop out check. Hey, Hillbilly. How's it going? Thank you for stopping in. Everybody, make sure you do live chat over there if you're on YouTube. And I am going to pull up my pizza lover. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Lone Wolf. How's it going, pizza lover? Let me make sure I restream and I'm doing the bot. I have to go, you have to go in every time and reset this. Did you know that?
For the bot?
Yeah, I don't think I like that. If I'm going to use it, I would think that it would, show up right away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every time you load it up. Hey, new on the block. Hey, Tony. Sharon, hello. So, yeah. Hey, Susan, how you feeling? Mr. B. Hi, sweetie. Just love ya.
Hey,
Matthew, hello. There we go. We finally got it. Eric, hello. We have a Hurricane Sam and Tropical Victor in the East Coast. What's Sam doing, by the way, Ghost?
Let me see here.
What?
My radar.
Did I mind trick? Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my word. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you. Davros, thank you. Oh my gosh. And somebody called me gorgeous.
You got guineed.
Yeah, somebody called me gorgeous. When's the last time somebody called you gorgeous?
Last night.
Oh, you're gorgeous, Ghost. Tina, hugs, babe.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
Don't-
Hate me because I'm an asshole.
Well, that's a given. The title of this stream's so sad. I know, Hillbilly, I know. It's really sad news.
Okay, so radar images on Sam. Here we go.
Let's look and see.
Still out there around Bermuda. It's making its turn. It's going back out to sea. It's going to stay off the coastline. It's not going to affect anybody in the States. This one down here, however, is a new.
Which one is that? That's a big one. Look at it. Oh, my word.
Yeah, it's a hurricane. I think it was like Vic or something like that. I forget now. I was watching it
Tony.
yesterday. But that one's ramping up. Sam is moving so slow. It seems like it's been in the same area for like 4 days now.
Didn't you say it the last time it was 10 miles per hour? Now it was 5. What's it going at now? I mean, it's pretty slow. Lulu, hello.
It's moving. It fluctuates between like 8 and 11 miles an hour at times.
Right.
It's getting into some colder water, so it's starting to lose a little bit energy, and so it's slowing down even more. It's slowing down, speeding up, slowing down. Its top speed so far has been like 11 miles an hour.
That's it?
Yeah.
So how long could it stay out there at that?
Well, I mean, at 11 miles an hour, that's 11 miles in 1 hour. You know what I mean?
Oh, so okay.
That's how fast it's traveling.
I mean,
so
can it diminish? Is what I'm asking. Can it just like out there in the middle of nowhere go poof? Okay, I'm tired. Good night.
Yeah, it can. It gets into the colder water and loses a lot of energy. It could literally do that, but
Okay.
it's probably not going to completely go away when it hits that colder water. It's going to diminish back down to about a category 3, maybe even a 2 at times. But once it gets back up, you know, it's going to be, you can see where the rain bands are.
Right.
That's pretty
Look
much
at all
its
that.
travel path right there. It's
Oh my
going to
God,
be,
look at that.
yeah, that's where it's going to be going up through, right?
So
Just the
we
way
don't
that
see it.
those rain bands are indicating there.
You don't see it coming towards the coast at all then.
Nope, nope. It's supposed to
Okay.
stay
Alrighty.
well out to sea.
Okay, that's good. That is good. I'm
So,
glad to hear
and
that.
it's going to take days for it to make its way up to the north and all that too.
Right.
So,
Okay, well good. There you go. Whoops, my doggone phone. It's been going off all morning. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that it's not anything serious, right?
not for us. I mean, if you don't want to be out there in sea and run into a category 3 or 4 hurricane, but
Right, right.
here for us on shore, I think we're pretty safe from this one.
Well, good. That's good news in my opinion, you know. So I want to welcome, Ghost and I want to welcome everybody here to the show today. We do have some sad news, and change out this keyboard. Okay, and
The volcano is still erupting.
yeah, we'll watch some pictures of that. Hey, I
There you
watched
go.
some live feed of that the other. Oh, good.
There you go.
There we go. Look
It's
at that.
still spewing out all kind of lava.
Are there other cameras to watch too?
Yeah, the this channel actually has like a
Hey,
few different
Eric.
feeds.
Wow, that is just crazy. Just crazy.
Yeah, there's several
Those,
different
look at
feeds.
that. That is so sad, but it's so beautiful, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you. Hey, Animated, thank you, honey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to thank everybody so much for coming in and joining us. And hi, Kyle. Hello, Jenna. I've got some work for you, girly. You're just not going to like me by the end of this week. While we're doing that, I want to show something here. I am very proud of this. Ghost and I are going to be working on this. Jenna, she's in, and the reason why I'm doing this is because Jenna is here, so I'm going to embarrass her and brag on her a little bit. I need a new intro for the missing, when we do the missing. And, let me see. Let me pull it down here. I know it's in here somewhere. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, my word. I get like so many emails.
Oh, well, you're looking for that. What do you think about Dog's new show he's pitching? How about that? We called it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm so upset with him. What a...
We called it.
Yeah, yep. So, let me see. What the hell did I do with this image? Well, I'll just show you in my email. Or in my, okay. So, here we go. Let me go ahead and get this. Now we are going to make one change, and in this change we will be adding Gabby. But this will be part of our intro. Oh, stop it. I'm expecting important phone calls, so I would be, shutting this off if I didn't need it. So this is This is our new missing logo, animated. Thank you so, so much. And in this, we will be putting also Gabby's face in here. I can't stand anyone who attempts to profit off the tragedy of others. There you go. There you go. Dog is a disappointment. Yep. Using death of a beautiful soul. Yep, I agree. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an intro. This is going to be part of our intro. And with it, we'll be putting some music to it. And Ghost will be voice overlaying it. And Jenna put this together. I got to say I helped a little bit. Jenna put this together for me, and she does a remarkable work. If you guys need anything done, please get a hold of Miss Jenna. Email the one I watermarked. You know, I can't find it, Jenna. I don't know what's going on with it, what I did with it or anything. I don't know what I did. I thought you did. So anyway, yes, it is watermarked, so nobody can take it. Hey, hippie soul. But I just think this is wonderful. What do you think of it, Ghost?
Looks good.
I think she did an awesome job.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this will be a great addition to our show. So, anyway.
I like the 24-hour hotline.
Yes, and you know, I had asked her about that. I said, can you please put that in there? I said, it may be too much.
Now, is that the FBI tip line, or? That
is actually the missing NCIC. The missing, that's the missing children's hotline. Missing persons hotline. So you can call it any time during that and get that. So I think it's perfect. We're going to be adding Gabby's picture into here. So this is the young man that was just found deceased. And we put him out there the other day. And so I'm going to get off of this and go to this. Can you see that, Ghost?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Jen. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you. So this is the 14-year-old Jacob Mcarthy that we talked about the other day. And this breaks my heart. Breaks my heart. And you know what? I don't know about you, Ghost. But when we do these missing cases with these people, it's just a part of your soul goes with these people. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it does. I mean, we sit and talk. Hey, Joy, thank you. You know, we sit and talk about these cases even when we're not online. And there's just something about it that you just become part of these stories, part of these people's lives. And I don't know what it was about this young man, 14 years old. He was a gamer. And
there's part of the story that kind of, like, I don't want to say it. It irritates me that the way that they put this out there. I'll let you read the thing there.
Okay.
And they'll see what I'm talking about. Like,
okay.
There's a big question mark with this case right now.
Yeah, a big question mark
irritating.
On this case. Hey, Lady Phantom. Hello, everybody. Lulu, I won't be able to read the chat, but I'm going to go ahead and read this article. This came out today. This came out on the 28th. So it says, according to a teenager who was reported missing was found dead by Harrison County detectives. The Harrison County Coroner's Office has determined his death was caused by a gunshot wound to the head. Now that we did not read.
Mm-mm.
I think we might have stumbled onto something. I'll tell you all what we talked about this in the behind the scenes. Let me see. Let me read this again. According teenager who was reported missing was found dead by Harrison County detectives. The Harrison County Coroner's Office has determined his death was caused by a gunshot wound to the head. Jacob Mcarthy, 14, was last seen at his home September 21st. Jacob went to walk his German Shepherd Isabella that afternoon and never returned home, according to the Harrison County Sheriff's Office. 1 week later, the Sheriff's Office received a new tip from someone who saw Jacob walking his dog along I-64, heading west around 5 p.m. late Tuesday. Detectives worked with nearby businesses to review a security camera footage that confirmed a person walking in that location. That's probably what you were talking about earlier, right, Ghost?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Officers began to search the new area for Jacob and his dog. The bodies of Jacob and his dog Isabella were found near a wooded area off of I-64, just west of the Harrison County Hospital, the Sheriff's Office said. After reviewing the scene with the Harrison County Coroner and Indiana State Police, the Sheriff's Office said foul play is currently not suspected. The manner of death is currently pending, awaiting results of further forensic testing. The arrangements for the necropsy of Jacob's dog Isabella is being handled by the Harrison County Sheriff's Department. Jacob's father has been notified and provided all information by law enforcement, the Sheriff's Office confirmed. We ask that each of you pray for Jacob's father and all those involved in his life. Oof. This is devastating time and a hard road that follows for Jacob's loved ones. So
we just heard about the gunshot wound to the head. We literally just heard about that on the air just now.
What happened was, and I'll give them a little bit of a backstory. So, when we first did this show day before yesterday, I think it was day before yesterday, they told us that he went walking his dog behind Walmart in the wooded area. Well, then I was reading a different news article, and it said that they had found him near Highway 64, near the hospital in a wooded area. So, Ghost and I were arguing about the woods behind Walmart or the woods by the hospital, and we got in kind of a heated argument. Well, then I happened to pull this up and didn't read the whole paper. I just scrolled down to see where they had found his body, which was just west of the Harrison County Hospital, and we narrowed it down to where it possibly could be.
Mm-hmm.
So we did not read the full article. I missed this very first part. And while we were talking and having our heated argument, I said, well, what if? Because we were upset that they were not going to...
They didn't consider it foul play.
Yeah.
I'm like, what about a child who's 14 years old and his dog turning up both dead in this woods along this highway?
Right.
Wouldn't be considered foul play unless, it would have been a suicide or something like that. You know what I mean?
Right. And I said, what if it was a suicide? And Ghost said, yeah, it could have been. Well, now we just hear that it was caused by a gunshot wound. This even cuts deeper to my core, if that is the case. You know what I'm saying, Ghost?
Yeah.
Jenna says the article was just updated 4 hours ago. It may not have been on there when you read it first.
True.
That upsets me.
I don't know. Something about this doesn't smell right.
Where did he get the firearm? Good question, Tina. Good question. Gosh darn it. Good question.
That's the part that doesn't smell right to me. Where did he get the firearm? I was going to say that, but she beat me to it.
Good question, Tina. But why would he kill his dog too? Doesn't make sense.
He did. Or the dog was dead too. But they were both found together.
but she's asking why would he? Doesn't make sense.
I don't that yeah.
Well, I don't know. That's a good question too. Very good question. It does break my heart too. Unless hunters accidentally shot him, it's deer season. Hey, RC. And if he killed himself, yeah. Why would
I
he
was
kill
gonna
himself?
say
What's
this is
that?
a pretty sparsely here. I'll pull up the map.
Okay,
Okay.
hang on. Let me stop share. Okay, go ahead.
Even though it is deer season, and I understand what they're saying. Ain't no high powered rifle or anything going to be allowed to be shot within city limits, and that is definitely
And
within
there's
the
a
city.
hospital and a church there.
Yeah, we narrowed it down to probably this piece of woods right here that's
Right
closest
there.
to 64.
Yeah. God,
So
this just breaks my heart.
the only persons that would be hunting in this area, legally hunting this area, probably would be bow hunters. Because you're not gonna be able to fire a high powered rifle with this much infrastructure around. I mean, you're there's a church right there. There's a hospital right
There's
there.
the hospital,
You
right.
know, and on this side we got residential homes on this side of the woods. Yeah, that's well within city limits. If we zoom out, you see this is definitely city limits, and there ain't going to be you're not allowed to discharge a firearm inside of city limits against the law, and that's pretty much everywhere.
What's shot spotter, Davros? Shot spotter. I don't know what that is. Hey, Cheddar.
And
How
if it
are
was an
you?
accidental hunting shooting, he probably wouldn't have been shot in the head. You know what I mean? Like, and then just turn around and shoot the dog too. I mean, dog couldn't have died of natural causes.
No. I mean, that's just too fishy.
Yeah.
Tina says, I think there is something that feels bad about this situation. He loved his dog. He wouldn't have shot his beloved dog. Yeah, it doesn't feel right. I hear ya. I agree.
And again, where did he get the gun? Was the
Where
gun
did
with
he
the
get the
body?
gun? I mean, listen, for sure, if there was a gun missing, the police would have known that.
Well, if the gun was missing and there was a headshot, that would have said foul play immediately. So they had to have found the gun with the body, right?
You would
In,
think.
in order to not suspect foul play.
Mm-hmm. If they rule it a homicide, and here's another question goes. So let's say he took the gun from his dad out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Why did they say he went to meet somebody? Why did they not say that he was armed and could possibly hurt himself?
Right.
Something's not right here with this story.
Well, when we initially read that it was suspected that he might have went to meet somebody. They wasn't for sure, but they was going on his online gaming presence and thought that he might have met somebody online and went to meet up with them. But I think that was just speculation on their part. There was no evidence of it. You know what I mean?
Well,
For sure.
let's see. Well, it says let's see what they said. It says officials think they said think Jacob may be planning to meet up with someone he met online.
Yeah.
His son has an online, so they think. They didn't
Yeah.
know.
They were speculating.
We believe with the information that we've collected in this investigation that his son had met someone online and had plans to meet them. I don't know. It said, we thoroughly searched the area by ground, by air, and with canine teams, as well as reviewing hundreds of hours of camera footage for every business and resident nearby. I don't know. Ghost? I mean, this just blows me away. Uber, something doesn't smell right. I agree. Stitch said, wouldn't their father search his gun collection unless a boy bought an illegal one? Yeah, I don't know. That's just it. I don't know.
There's no telling. I mean, was it his father's gun?
I don't know.
We don't know. Did maybe he steal a gun from one of his friends' houses or something? I don't know.
Well, we are definitely going to keep an eye on this because, let me see here. Let me share this too. Now, this is the press release from the sheriff themselves, okay? You guys probably can't read it. It's kind of weird. It
says on Tuesday's date, Tuesday, September 28th, 2021, Harrison County detectives received information from a citizen who saw a post regarding Jacob Mcarthy and his German Shepherd Isabella. The citizen told police she may have seen Jacob walking his dog along Interstate 64, heading westbound just after 5 p.m. on the 21st day of September. Shortly after, detectives received information from a Harrison County business owner who provided security camera footage displaying what appeared to be a person walking along Interstate 64 just after 5 p.m. on the 21st, the day Jacob went missing. Based on this information, the search of this new area was conducted. Detectives subsequently located the deceased bodies of 14-year-old Jacob Mcarthy and his dog Isabella near a wooded area off of Interstate 64 west of Harrison County Hospital. Detectives and deputies from Harrison County Sheriff's Department, along with the Harrison County Coroner and Indiana State Police, thoroughly processed and meticulously documented the scene. Detectives do not currently suspect foul play, although Jacob's cause of death will be determined upon completion of an autopsy. We will update media outlets with more information as it becomes available and is appropriate to do so. Jacob's father has been notified and briefed of all information known by law enforcement. We ask that each of you pray for Jacob's father and all those involved in his life. This is a devastating time and a hard road to follow for a hard road that follows for Jacob's loved ones.
Next I don't know how you can read that.
Harrison County
I'm having
Sheriff.
a hard time.
I got my glasses on.
Oh, well, no wonder, cheater. I have glasses on and still couldn't read it, so you're doing a hell of a lot better than me.
Well, and it helps that it's up on a 55-inch screen, too.
Oh, well, there you go. Cheater. Cheater, cheater, cheater. Okay, so, we've got that. We've got a few things out here in the audience. Kayla said, could it be possible it was the father's unregistered gun so it wouldn't be reported? Just an idea.
Well, I'm sure that the father would know whether he had a gun missing or not. I would think.
And Sunbury Hillbilly says, if it was suicide, the police would have found the weapon. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yep. And excuse me, says Uber, they say possibly he went to go meet an online gamer. He does have an online gaming presence. Yes, he does. That's the whole thing. That's when he ended up missing. They said that he went to meet an online gamer, but they didn't know for sure. So, I don't know. So, it's crazy. It really is crazy. So, we wanted to bring that to you today. It's sad news. We'll keep up on this. Lily's, hello. If one of my kids went missing, the last thing I would think of is checking my guns, unless I knew they were suicidal. Well, that's just it, Lily's. We don't know. We don't know if this boy was suicidal or not. We don't know any of the backstory. And there wasn't much said about it. I don't know. But you're correct. That's one of the last things I would check. But if, my child showed any signs of suicide, I would definitely check my guns. Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm a gun owner. I've got a gun cabinet. I've got gun racks. I know when somebody touches my gun.
Mm-hmm.
I came home from work one day. I had, and we didn't have any grandkids or anything like that around at the time. All my kids are grown. All Heather's kids were grown. I came home. On my desk, I found 2 spent 22 rounds. I looked at my gun on the wall. Why do I have 2 spent 22 rounds on the wall? Lady Swan's like, Needless to say, Lady Swan had taken the gun out and she was showing it off, and it was loaded.
Oh.
And it went off and she shot the couch.
Oh.
I knew within the first 2 minutes that I had entered the house that the gun had been touched.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? And like,
well, you're just that kind of guy.
It's when somebody's messed with your shit, you know it immediately.
Yep, I agree. Hot Lady Swan said I was only one asshole.
Well, come to find out after the fact, about 2 years later, it wasn't her that was messing with the gun. She had her son get it down.
Now the truth comes out.
And it was actually him that shot the couch and then took the blame for her. But yeah, I knew immediately that somebody had messed with it. You know what I mean? It's like,
she was taking the hit for the son.
She took the hit for her son.
Yes, Lady Swan is Ghost's wife.
For 2 years, we called her the couch killer.
Oh, Lady Swan, you're taking a hit for your son. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Speaking of sons, never take a hit for your kid. Could end up you in trouble with the FBI. It could. So, as the Laundries are finding out, what a fucking circus the dog is doing.
Oh my God. Did you see the banner?
Oh God, show that banner. I've got to go to the restroom. I'll be right back.
Oh, I got to see if I can find it now. Where did I put it? I think I sent it to you on Facebook.
Babe. You sent it to me in Hangouts.
I sent it in Facebook. Here it is. Yeah, so check this out. You guys are going to love this. Dog the Bounty Hunter taunting Brian Laundrie with his banner over the area he knows he's at. Has to be one of the wildest things I've seen about this crazy case. The case isn't funny, but imagine being hunted by a dog and he's sending you signals from the sky that your time as a free man is almost over. It says, Aloha Brian Laundrie, dog. He hired a plane to put this banner and fly it over Fort Despacito so that Brian knows that he's being hunted by Dog the Bounty Hunter. And of course, this comes on the heels of Dog's announcement that he is pitching a new Dog the Bounty Hunter television show about his daily life and exploits. Yes, true story. Can you imagine?
So we've got Dog the Bounty Hunter. Would you say is promoting a new TV show?
He is pitching. He's trying to get. How do I want to say? He's trying to.
Hey, Remy.
He's trying to get some channel or some like Discovery or one of these channels, like television channels, to produce his new television show. He's looking for like a production, right? So he's pitching this new TV show that he wants to do around his life and his daily exploits. So this is, I don't know how I feel about Doug. He is exploiting this. I feel the same way. I feel like he is literally exploiting this high profile case and putting himself in the middle of this investigation for, how do I want to say? He's trying to get publicity drummed up for his new television show.
Okay, breaking news. Jenna, thank you. Breaking news, I got it. Okay. Not to change the subject, but let's go back to where we were. Okay, so this was just shared. It says, goes back to McCarthy found dead. Okay, Jacob. It says, the boy's family has been notified, Smith added, and an autopsy as well as a necropsy on the dog will be performed. Jacob's father, Jeremiah McCarthy, previously told the Courier he initially thought his son had taken their dog for a walk when he returned home to find them not there, but began to grow concerned when the pair didn't quickly return despite the rain. Then he noticed the firearm he kept in the home was gone and immediately called the police.
Yeah, see, when they did that video, they never mentioned anything about a firearm. They never mentioned that he might be distraught or depressed in any sort of way.
He said the handgun had just been recently purchased for protection and was kept in a closet, unsecured but out of plain sight in McCarty's room. The Harrison County Sheriff's Department worked with multiple other law enforcement agencies, including the FBI, during the 7-day search for Jacob. Detectives do not currently suspect foul play, although Jacob's cause of death will be determined upon completion of an autopsy.
Okay, well, I guess that tells us where he got the gun.
Yep, there we go. Jenna, thank you, dear. Thank you. Thank you.
In the initial report of him being missing and the plea from his father, none of that was stated. None of that said that he might be, might be armed, or he just like, he's missing and we think he went to meet up with somebody online.
Hey, Shannon. Hugs, honey.
That's a whole different scenario than, well, my son, he's missing and there's a firearm missing from the house and we're afraid that he might do something, or, nothing like that was said in the initial, report of him being missing. Nothing at all.
Yep, exactly. So that pretty much explains what the hell's going on there.
Yeah.
So now let's go back to, shall we go back to Brian? I just wanted to show you all of this for our show for the missing. Once again, Jenna, thank you so much. And, this will be at the beginning of our shows, along with a little video that goes with this about the missing. Now remember, everybody, we do the missing every Monday at noon Pacific Standard Time. We do it over on DLive normally. Lately, we've been also live streaming over here on YouTube. And I love you too, Shannon. And so just remember, every Monday is the missing. We do different cases. Hello, Herman. And this is our new logo. And I'm very, very proud of this. Very proud of this. These are cases that we've looked into, that we have done. This is Jacob that was just found dead. So we got Natalie, we got Maya, we got Suzanne. We've got, oh my gosh, now I'm going to forget there. This is Sophia. This is a little boy right out of Washington that, remember, the father and the mother ended up separating. They never have found the little boy. They think he was beaten to death. Yeah. So we're very, very proud of that. So let me see. Okay. So let me see, let me see, let me see. Okay. We're going to play this right now. This was from yesterday.
Helicopters and boats to search lakes. The other is happening at Fort DeSoto Campground. It's not police searching here, it's Dog the Bounty Hunter.
We're out here at the island.
I know, I hear you, Remy.
Perfect spot for him to hide.
We have confirmed what Dog first told us. That
I don't know,
Laundrie
Kyle.
family was camping here after Brian returned from Florida without
Hey,
gas.
Raybug.
We also confirmed today the FBI has surveillance video from the campground. I spoke to Dog's daughter, Lisa Chapman, tonight. She's helping coordinate the search. Lisa, what do you know that makes you believe that Brian Laundrie is out there alive near that?
Okay, so if any of you guys don't know this guy, he's still missing in spite of police covering up lies. Jacob, what's his name? Jacob Wetterling, Tim? Turling. Okay, and what state was that at? What town? Jenna. If you guys don't follow this kid, his name is Brian Entin, Entin, over on Twitter. He's right in front of the Laundrie's house right now. This kid is excellent. Excellent what he does. Wonderful.
I'm still looking for more.
That's true. That's true. By not saying anything about him, hang on just a minute. Hang on just a second. Go ahead and take it over for just a second.
Okay, well, you're showing video, aren't you?
Yeah, but hang on just a second, please.
Okay.
Can you talk, please, while I do this?
Let's see. Where to start? Yeah, Dog the Bounty Hunter has his own group of investigators and is searching the Fort Despacito. He has a canine unit out there on one of the islands, searching one of the islands around the fort. I just don't know if he's going to be found out there. I don't know. You know, I seen a write up earlier today that Dog had found a campsite and on one of the islands and found a empty Monster Energy can that looked pretty fresh. But that's not. It doesn't prove that belonged to Brian Laundrie. You know,
right.
Anybody can get a boat and go out to one of those islands from a campsite.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So okay, let's look into this case here. Sorry, I had to confirm that was somebody I knew in the chat. So sorry, I had to do that real quick. And I'll tell you about it here in a minute. So, okay, Jacob Wetterling is St. Joseph, Minnesota. St. Joseph, Minnesota. Okay, I will look into that. We will definitely do that. How about next Monday? We will look into that. Okay? Okay, so, yes, thank you for taking over.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy is really good. He's talking right now. He's going to be talking to Lisa. And here we go.
We have gotten multiple credible leads that we were able to verify, both through technology and through witnesses. So we're pretty sure that he's stashed out on those islands, stashing out in the daytime and mostly active, after the parks are closed and everyone goes home.
This is a look from the sky at the area where the Laundrie family camped out.
You're looking at Fort DeSoto campgrounds, and this is campsite 1 back in the trees right in this area.
Have you seen anything out there? Has your dad seen anything that would indicate that Brian Laundrie is there?
Yes, we believe we found some personal items yesterday.
What's interesting is, according to Instagram pictures, Brian Laundrie has been to both search locations in the past. This photo from February shows Brian and Gabby at the campground. And this photo from July of last year shows him at the Carlton Reserve. Also today, new questions about a possible Brian Laundrie burner phone. Is it true? Does Brian have a phone with him now? The Laundrie family attorney says, to my knowledge, they did purchase a new phone, and it's the same phone that Brian left at home, which the FBI is now in possession of.
And I asked Dog's daughter more specifically, what did they find out there at the campground? She says that they believe they did find personal items in Brian's and an actual campsite, Marnie.
Wow, a lot happening today, Brian. Is there any chance, have police said, I know they're being very tight-lipped, but could Brian have had multiple burner phones? So they think they have the one in possession. Could he have another?
Absolutely, it is possible, and we just don't know. All we have to go on right now when it comes to the whole burner phone issue is what the lawyer told us, the Laundrie family attorney, and it was interesting in that statement. He said, to my knowledge,
okay, so
he knows that the Laundries bought a phone, but he says that phone stayed back here at the house after Brian went missing, and that the FBI has it now.
Here's what I think is funny about the phone thing. Thank you. Here's what I think is funny about the phone thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, they said right there that the Laundries bought it, but today they said that he bought it, that Brian bought it and went through AT&T.
I don't know until we actually hear it from the FBI or the actual authorities. These news outlets, they're getting their information just like we are. A lot of secondhand sources and tips. Then they have to verify it with the FBI. And this is another one of those pieces of information that they haven't been able to verify because the FBI isn't going to give out that information yet.
Right.
So, again, it comes back to speculation.
Right.
No.
So, yeah.
Is it possible that could be a phone that he bought with one of those credit cards on his way back from Wyoming? It's possible. But again, I can't prove that. So at this point, it would just be speculation. I think he still has his original phone. And again, and this is just human nature. Okay. Him and Gabby lived together for what? Over a year. We know that for a fact now.
Right.
And usually if you live as a couple for more than a year, you guys have a joint phone account together. Usually, you're going to get matching phones, or you're going to get phones on the same plan or whatever. Right. He had a phone already. What did he need a new one for?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And then to find out, and then again, this is just speculation and rumor, but what was it? A week ago or so, his Instagram account went live for 3 seconds and then just deleted. Well, that would stand to reason that he would have his actual phone, the one with his Instagram and everything on it, not just a burner phone. Because usually you get a burner phone, it's not necessarily a smartphone. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, you can get them. They're a little bit more expensive, but their internet is crappy and you wouldn't be able to do a full live stream or anything from it. But he went live on his Instagram and that video, whatnot, for 3 seconds. I was some pretty clear video.
If that was him.
Yeah, if that was him, that was some pretty. I think it was. I think he made a mistake, hit a wrong button, and went live.
Could have very well been, especially now that we see he was out there in the. He's been at that camping site.
Mm-hmm. And here, I got some video for you.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
I'm ready. I'm ready to rock and roll. Hey, I want to thank everybody for coming in. We're kind of all over the place today, but there's so much going on. Tim, if you're still out there, honey, if you know about this case, and you act like you know all about this case. A video was debunked, Bazawa says. That's what I kind of thought it was too, but
we haven't heard for sure from the FBI that video has been debunked. We're hearing rumors of it being debunked, but again, we can't say that the FBI has thrown that out as evidence.
Oh, I don't know.
You know, it's neither been proven nor disproven by the FBI. So at that point, I have to say that's more speculation.
Tell me where to look, Bizwa, and I'll go look at that. I had prepaid burner phones, but they were a smartphone for $45, and it had great quality video. Oh, really? Oh, heck no. Separate phones. Never know. There's an app everyone should install called Lookout. Theft access can all be restricted and located. Wondered if you brought a solar charger. That's what we talked about yesterday.
Yeah, solar chargers.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, so when we was putting together Brian's timeline, we had talked about how he had went camping, right?
Yeah. Now
this video I'm going to show is from the people that were camping right next to them. This is proof for everyone to see that we know for a fact he was at the Fort DeSoto, or just whatever it is, on the 6th, 7th, and 8th, because these people were camped right next door to him. Now, let me play this. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think I shared with sound.
Okay.
Here we go. All right.
They were at the campground when we were there, and they were right next to us.
Are you kidding?
Fort Myers family found out they were next to the Laundrie family days after Gabby Petito disappeared. Tonight you're hearing their reaction of their vacation only on NBC2. The family was staying at this campsite on the right, while the Laundries camped just yards away. Thanks for counting on NBC2. I'm Rena.
You can see their trailer.
Happened at the Fort DeSoto Park in Pinellas County. County records show the Laundrie family booked a campsite there on September 6th. Mary Newsom and her family arrived the exact same day. Only NBC2's Megan Myers is talking to the family about what they saw.
This is the camper the Fort Myers couple was staying in at Fort DeSoto Park. According to county documents, they were staying right next to the Laundrie family.
We had a call a little while ago from the news.
It started with a phone call from us.
We checked in on
wow.
And then came the phone call to her camping buddies.
Apparently, they were at the campground when we were there, and they were right next to us.
Yeah.
How crazy would that
Marcy
be?
Newsom and her
I know,
husband
right?
started putting the pieces together.
This is next to us, and I see a red truck.
One photo at a time.
And that red truck was right there. We have a picture of it.
The couple and their friends are now looking back at their captured memories, wondering if this man.
You took a selfie of the four of us, and in the background there's a guy walking across the field.
Could have been Brian Laundrie.
They kept to themselves. They were there, and then they weren't.
Brian Laundrie's attorney says Brian, his mom, and his dad all arrived at the park on September 6th and left on September 7th. But a public records request from Pinellas County shows Roberta Laundrie, Brian's mom, checked out on the 8th. All of this was happening while Gabby Petito's family was worried sick, trying to get a hold of the Laundries. And Gabby's parents say they never heard back.
Very strange. If somebody I knew was missing, I wouldn't be going camping.
Megan Myers, NBC.
I agree with that statement.
Right?
Here's the thing, though. Here's the craziest thing about that. Okay, you've gone camping before, right?
Oh, yeah, many times.
I've gone camping before. Many, many times I've gone camping before.
Yeah.
Who shows up at the campground on the 6th, checks in, sets up their campsite, and then tears down and beats feet 24 hours later? And then they said they were there and then they were gone. They left on the 7th, but didn't actually check out until the 8th. So they packed up their campsite and left on the 7th. And then Roberta came back and checked them out the next day.
What? No.
That's
really?
That's what they just said.
Can you play that again? I want to see that. I missed it. I'm so sorry. I missed that. Because according to the surveillance, from what they said, that she checked them out, but supposedly 2 only left, but there was actually 3. I don't know.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Marcy Newsom and her husband, Kenny, started putting the pieces together.
This is next to us, and I see a red truck.
One photo at a time.
And that red truck was right there. We have a picture of it.
The couple and their friends are now looking back at their captured memories, wondering if this man...
You took a selfie of the 4 of us, and in the background there's a guy walking across the field.
Could have been Brian Laundrie.
They kept to themselves. They were there, and then they weren't.
Brian Laundrie's attorney says Brian, his mom, and his dad all arrived at the park on September 6th and left on September 7th.
Did you hear that?
Yep.
Arrived on the 6th, left on the 7th, but Roberta didn't check them out of the park until the 8th.
Did they happen to go to another campsite, maybe?
Not
But
in
a
that,
public records
not in that
request
campground.
from Pinellas County shows Roberta Laundrie, Brian's mom, checked out on the 8th. All of this was happening while Gabby Petito's family was worried sick.
There you go.
know, wow. So here's what I think. That surveillance tape that the FBI has now will be able to distinguish this. For sure.
That's what I'm saying. If they left on the 7th, let's say they went home for whatever reason, 24 hours after they got to the camping ground. And then, and again, this campground is only what, an hour away from their home?
Yeah.
And then Roberta drives back on the 8th because she forgot they left in such a hurry that they didn't, register to leave or whatever, check out. They didn't check out. So she came back and checked them out the next day. Who goes camping? Who only goes camping for 24 hours?
Well, get this too, Ghost. Think about this. So the idiot is out there tootling the countryside, been camping basically, living in the back of this van. He comes back on the 1st. Who in the hell wants to go camping after being camping for how many months?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, something crappy. I'm not related. I am invested because of my distrust and disdain for the government, hatred for child sex trafficking and sadism. I was a kid when Jacob Mcarthy went missing and feel connection to him. Wow. Okay, Tim, we will definitely look into this. But I need to be able to get a hold of you if I have any questions. Would you please get a hold of me at ubergoober 9 on Twitter, or you can email me at ubergooberlady@gmail.com. I would love to visit with you about this case, and Ghost and I will look into this, definitely. This would be a good case for us to look into.
I think that whole timeline of events at the park is significant for some reason. I don't know why yet, but
let me add all this onto my little list you had me start yesterday, goofball. So we have on the 6th or the 7th, they registered at the campground with Brian.
They registered on the 6th and checked in.
But the 6th, okay, registered, but so they left on the 7th, right?
Yeah, they left on the 7th and then came back to check out on the 8th.
Roberta only came back though, right?
It says Roberta's the one that checked them out. I don't know
if
she was with her husband or, if she took Mustang down there and checked out, or, we can't confirm that. But we know that she was the one that checked them out on the 8th.
Well, we don't know who was all with her, yeah.
Right. We don't know who was with her or what vehicle she took. But it seems a little sketchy to me. I mean, look, when you pull into a campsite with a camper, you're spending the first hour setting up your campsite. You're setting up, you're hooking up your water, your electric, all that stuff to the camper, getting ready. Who camps for just 24 hours? If you're going to camp for 24 hours, just take a tent. Why
You know
spend
what?
all
And
that
here's a
time
question.
working to set up a campsite if you're going to tear it down less than 24 hours later?
Yeah. And where did they go? Because the neighbors said they didn't see him come
Nope.
home until the 8th. So where did they go?
Don't know.
So, the FBI showed up at their house today.
Mm-hmm.
And they went in and they collected something. They went into the camper, collected something, went back in, and walked out with a cooler full of brown bags.
Yeah.
This is getting crazy. I've never seen shit like this. Hello, everybody. Probably to drop off their son somewhere. Well, good idea. That's an expensive trip, but a shell camper, then camp for one night. Crazy. I know, Kathleen. Tina says their entire behavior has been strange and out of character for any avid campers. Nobody takes the entire camper to go camping for one night. Exactly what
Right.
Ghost is saying. It makes no sense.
No sense whatsoever.
None. Karen, the boy took the father's gun. Yes, Karen. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense, does it?
I think there's some significance to the 6th, 7th, and 8th timeline. I would want to know every moment that the Laundrie parents were doing for those 3 days. I would be tracking their whereabouts. I'd be pinging their GPSs on their phones to find out where their phones was.
Let me see if I can find this.
The locations of where their phones was. Because
you know what?
If it comes back that they left that campground on the 7th under the dark of night or whatever, and took Brian someplace and dropped him off and then feed it back home, only to forget to check out, come back the next day and have to check out. Yeah, that's some pretty damning evidence towards a cover up on the half of the parents, and could land them in jail for tampering.
Okay, I'm looking for today's. Yeah, it could. I'm looking for today's video of the cops today showing up. See if I can get this going. Oh my gosh.
FBI seizes Brian Laundrie's personal items and more 19 minutes ago.
Yeah, but where'd the FBI say that at? They're creating a paper trail. I mean, I want some. They had original reservations. Yes, Tim. Originally, it was on the 1st, from what I understand. Hang on a minute. I'm looking here.
Hold on. I got video.
Do you? I just don't want to play the whole. I just want to play the. We got to make sure we stop it and.
It's just at the beginning here, and I haven't watched this yet, but.
Oh no! No. I'm looking for the specific thing where they go because they're in the house for a little while.
Yeah, this is it. This is live now. From this was posted 19 minutes ago, but it's got the video footage of the cops going into the camper and that.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. I'm ready.
Let's see here.
Trying to search for. So let's go ahead and bring in Fox's Jonathan Siri as we continue to keep everyone up to date on this case. And Jonathan, today, FBI once again outside
live now.
The Laundrie family house.
No, this was posted 19 minutes ago.
Okay, so
this afternoon, several FBI agents returned to the Laundrie family home. They were seen carrying a couple of bags into the home, and then they came out and started inspecting the camper van that the Laundrie family had used most recently to go to Fort DeSoto. The parents taking their son there in September. And the attorney for the Laundrie family says that the FBI agents
We're actually at a
some
campsite.
of Brian Laundrie's personal items to assist search dogs in their efforts to find Brian. And, quote, there is nothing to this. That, according to Stephen Bertolino, the Laundrie family attorney. Christy?
Okay, so the Laundrie family attorney says that there's nothing.
Let me find the footage. They said what?
The Laundrie family attorney is saying that they just showed up to get more personal items of Brian Laundrie's for search dogs, and that there's really nothing to.
Here's the thing.
So the lawyer's downplaying what happened today.
Exactly. They showed up and they were in that doggone camper.
Mm-hmm.
So hang on just a minute.
The Laundrie's attorney is downplaying what happened today and saying, well, it's really nothing. They just showed up to get more personal items for the scent dogs for the search. Is what the Laundrie's attorney is telling.
Right.
Which me sounds
yeah.
like he's downplaying it. I think there's more to it than that. If the FBI is involved, and this is the second time they've showed up to take evidence or personal effects out of that house. One, they either didn't get any DNA off the first batch of stuff that they took out of the house, and they needed more stuff for DNA evidence, or they've got a lead and they need there's something. I don't know.
I mean, I'm just like, at some time and point, this shit needs to come to a, to a halt. They need to find this dude. He is smarter than people are giving him. Reported the cell phone FBI found out purchased before camping trip, but left or gave it to parents. Yes, Karen. Yes, actually it was bought on the 4th, and he left it there. Yes. Just came in. Tom Green, which video, please? Thank you, Jennifer. Hello. I'm missing a bunch of stuff here. Video showed 3 laundries entered, but only 2 laundries left campsite. So there was a video of that, but we don't know if they're not saying anything. That's just the problem. We don't know for sure if the video says that or not. The FBI has got that video and they've not released any information. So we don't know. That is, from what I understand, that is hearsay so far.
Right.
Is that right, Ghost? Is that what we've figured out on that?
Yeah. That's any kind of secondhand information without having an eyewitness or anything like that. It's going to be hearsay.
Dog got the campground footage. Let me Google that because I don't believe he did, because the campground was told not to talk to anybody, so I don't know. Campground footage of Laundrie's. I don't know. That'd be awesome, Tim.
Well, that's why I wanted to show the video with the people that was camped right next door to him, because they actually had pictures of the camper being there. They had pictures of the truck being there, and they got a picture of Brian Laundrie walking past their campsite. So we know from those pictures, when we see ourselves, we know for a fact that they were there on the 6th to the 7th. We can place them there by their photos. Aside from everything that the FBI has for our own, peace of mind, we know that he was definitively there on the 6th and 7th in that location because we got photo evidence from the neighboring camp spot.
Okay, so let me share this. Now, once again, I don't know about this for sure. I'm just reporting what Pinellas is reporting, Fox 13. They're saying Chapman announced Saturday he was entering the search for Laundrie. He told Fox News that he received a tip on Monday that Laundrie's parents spent the night in Fort DeSoto Park with their son twice in early September, from September 1st to the 3rd and September 6th through the 8th. Okay, so we already know September 1st and the 3rd were just reservations. They'd been proven. They were reservations and they were canceled.
Canceled, yep.
They did not go camping that weekend. And remember, that was the 1st to the 3rd. Brian didn't even get back to Florida till the 1st.
Right.
And then he bought the phone through AT&T on the 4th. Okay, and they went camping on the 6th and the 7th, and then were home on the 8th. I don't know how that happened, where they went, but they were registered, went through the gate, they're on camera. They were here, he told Fox News. That is Ghost saying they were registered, they went through the gate, they were here.
You mean dog?
Dog.
You said ghost.
Oh, sorry, Ghost. Ghost, you were there. You saw it.
Was there. If I was there, I'd have slapped the handcuffs on him.
Yep. So, it says, we think at least he's not here right now. We're sure he was caught on camera as he went in the gate. That he was here for sure, not over in the swamp. So this was Saturday. Here's what he had to say.
It's almost dark. So we had a very good lead come up today that he was down here in this park, not very far away. We checked our lead out. It is confirmed. The parents were down here 2 times. It was September 1st through the 3rd and September 6th through the 8th. They registered.
Thank you, hippie soul.
This park. They were registered, went to the gate. They're on camera. They were here, and they did
exactly,
enter.
Tim.
They did come here. Allegedly, what we're hearing is 2 people left on the 8th.
Allegedly.
3 people came in on the 6th, and 2 people left on the 8th.
Allegedly.
I think he's been here for sure.
You know what pisses me off about Dog? And I like Dog, but he's doing this for publicity. Because now he's got a new show coming out, everybody.
He's trying to get somebody to back his new show. He's looking for a NBC, CBS, one of those channels, whether it be Discovery Channel or, he's looking for a home to pitch a new show to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he didn't just pitch it to
Ghost
Netflix, because Netflix will produce anything. But
right. You're so funny. Well, I don't know. This is more. This gets more tangled than a noodle. You know what I'm saying?
I could pitch a show about my daily bowel movements to Netflix, and they'd take it up for one season at least.
Canines the first time, but they do now. This investigation looks like a circus. Absolutely, Tim. I agree. Hope it's just because they're keeping info tight and not. I believe the FBI should call it the Dog and the Pony Show, Will Billy.
The Dog and Pony Show.
I truly believe. This is just my opinion. I truly believe that the FBI knows a lot more than they're letting anybody know. They'd be fools. They would be fools to let go the information that they know.
I think that they do know a lot more information than even Dog knows. But at the same time, I think they've made a lot of mistakes so far. And I don't even know how to put out an example of one of the mistakes that they've made. But I think that there is information they could put out that would help the investigation along. They're holding their cards tight to their chest right now, especially with Dog being involved in the case.
Bella, good idea. Yep.
But I think there is information that could help lead to his capture.
Bella comes up with the real good. Bella's right. Bella is right. She says, let me pull it up again. But does it really matter if he can catch Laundrie? Just saying. She's right. Does it really matter who catches this little piece of scum? As long as he's caught.
Well, okay. Now, Dog is not the only person.
And Kid High.
There's also a couple other bounty hunters that are searching for Brian Laundrie.
Right.
But the difference is they're not trying to get a TV show. They're not standing in front of the cameras going, "We're looking for him too." And we would love to have a TV show of our own. You know, you're not hearing about this.
But let's look at, I like Dog. But let's look at it this way. He's got a lot of resources too. He's got a lot of resources.
He's got a lot of resources because of his popularity.
Right, and so there's nothing wrong with that. As long as the scum is found, absolutely, and I agree with that. So Bella's right. Belle's right. Bella is right. Tim Green said it's Dog's evidence, a video from campsite Freedom of Information Act. What? You can't. Okay, so you know what, Tim? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know. From what I understand, that surveillance tape was taken and given from the sheriff's department to the FBI.
Right.
And that's who has it now. How Dog got it, I don't know, and I don't believe they would release that. Freedom of Information Act or not. There's a protocol you got to go through to get that. I don't know. I don't know, Tim. You could be 100% correct.
Well, Freedom of Information Act has more to do with like government documents, you know, like the reports of, you know, from the JFK assassination that were, you know, government documents not meant to be seen, but years later you can file for them, and they released so many documents in that case at a time. They'll never give up the full case at one thing. You literally have to file, and they only give you so much each time.
I can't see your lovely face.
Oh, sorry.
I like looking into your eyes when I'm discussing somebody getting killed.
I don't think the Freedom of Information Act.
Wait. Hey, Val, how's it going? If we've seen him on our trail cameras, we should turn him into the authorities and stay quiet due to could hurt state's case. Yes, that's exactly what they said. And Tim Green says, oh, so Dog knows nothing as fact. Nope, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. I'm saying I have not heard of Dog getting these surveillance tapes. I've not seen anything stating that. And I don't know for a fact if he can get that surveillance tape through the freedom of speech when there's a federal investigation going. I don't know if he's able to do that. Right, That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he doesn't have it. I'm not saying he has it. I'm saying I don't know if he could get it.
Where it's an ongoing investigation, I don't think he could. Unless he got it from the actual campground itself.
Yeah, and there's a possibility.
And they gave it to him because
they made a copy for him.
You got to remember, this is it's a campground. It's a private business. That's just like I've got 13 cameras on my house covering my whole neighborhood. But if something goes on out there, I don't have to give anybody anything.
So let me play devil's advocate to you, Ghost.
Unless they come to me with a search warrant or a subpoena for what's on my cameras, I don't have to give anybody jack shit.
Okay, so let's play it like this. Let me, Tim, tell me about this. Think diversive tactics going on. You might be right, Jennifer. So, Tim, think about it like this. Let's say, Ghost, let me play devil's advocate here.
Okay.
Let's say, I'm Dog the Bounty Hunter, you know, my long hair. I'm Dog the Bounty Hunter, and I'm coming through, and he rolls up to this campsite, and he goes, hey, we're looking for Brian Laundrie. I'm Dog, and they recognize him, okay? Mm-hmm. So he says, do you have any surveillance tape? Now remember, he was at that campsite a long time before the FBI got there and took those surveillance tapes. And they go, yeah, we sure do. And Doug goes, can I get them? Can I have them? Can I make a copy of them? And they go, yeah, you sure can.
That's possible. That is possible. But I don't know if he actually got them before the FBI, because according to the statement made by the police department earlier today, the sheriff's department actually had gotten that video from the campgrounds and sent it to the FBI. Not that the FBI had requested the video.
Right.
But where the sheriff's department got it and sent it to them, maybe they didn't look at it until Dog brought it up. You know, they got this sent to them via the internet or whatever, and it's an email sitting there, and they just didn't read it until after, oh, Dog thinks he's in this campsite. Well, don't we have a video from that campsite? Let's look at that. Oh, yeah, he was there. You know.
So, I mean, that's a possibility. Tim, if you're out there, you know, that's a possibility. Why didn't the scumbag make a run for it? He could have made it to Mexico and beyond 2 weeks. Hell, I don't know. He's a piece of work,
honestly,
isn't he?
I mean, unless he stole a boat and went across the water, I don't think there's any way for him to make it to the Mexico line traveling without being seen, without being recognized. This is such a high-profile case, and this story is everywhere, and his picture is everywhere.
Ghost and I were just watching before we came online, and you can look, it's called Flight Radar, and you can look up and you can see the police helicopters going over the waters. And we watched and tracked them as they're flying over the waters. So if he is out there in that water, he's not doing it during the day. He's doing it at night. And I would hope, I thought Dog had it first. I never heard anything like that, babe. So I don't know, Tim, to be honest with you.
I'm sure that the FBI probably had it first because they knew.
The sheriff's office had it first, I think.
Yeah, well, I'm saying that the FBI knew the timeline, knew where the parents were, knew that the parents had been there at that park, and evidently they didn't think that it was significant to the case at the time. Now they might be looking back at it and going, okay, maybe we need to take a little bit, better look at this 6th, 7th, 8th thing with, in the search for him. They've been more focused on trying to find out how to find the person that killed Gabby. Not so much, I mean, they're looking for him, not for her murder, but for credit card fraud and felony fleeing on the credit card fraud. They're not searching for a murder suspect at this time. They're searching for somebody that used credit cards that didn't belong to them. So the severity on finding him isn't as bad as if they were looking for a murderer. He has not been convicted of murder or even suspected of murder as of yet. He is a person of interest in the death of Gabby, but he's only wanted for questioning, not even wanted for questioning. Like they want to talk to him, but they don't have a warrant for his arrest in the suspicion of homicide for Gabby, for Gabby.
Right. So let me this is coming from WFLA. It says WFLA reported that the FBI is also looking into a surveillance video from another camping site, Fort DeSoto Park in Pinellas County, that the Laundrie family visited with Brian September 6th through the 8th. This is the same site that reality TV star Dog the Bounty Hunter reported may have found a lead on in his efforts to help track down Laundrie. It says the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office spokesperson told WFLA it has given the video to from the campground to the FBI on Tuesday. As the FBI spokesperson said, the agency would not comment on the specific details of its investigation. So, and how I found this was looking to see if Dog had the copy of the tape.
Karen says the cops can arrest him on those charges. Yes, they can arrest him for the credit card fraud and the felony fleeing. And what the felony fleeing does, and she's absolutely correct, with the felony fleeing charge against him, if he is captured for the credit card fraud, it would take any possibility for bail off the table because he is a flight risk. And that would give them ample time to investigate the homicide and tie him to Gabby's death. And so they wouldn't have to go looking for him on that charge. He'd already be in jail without bail, and they'd know where he was.
Right. Wish the dog wasn't involved. Vivacious Val. Hey, Val, it's so good to see you. I watched you regarding Dog not having facts. It was derived from his interview, just showed he contradicted what we know as fact. Hey, Tim, it's okay. That's what we're all about in here. We get pretty heated. I mean, that's nothing compared to the way Ghost and I go at each other.
Right.
Trust me. No, you're fine. No. Don't apologize. You are fine, Tim. Ghost and I go back and forth like that. I mean...
That's what makes things interesting.
Yeah, that's what makes everything interesting. So, no, you know what? You never can tell. You guys in here never can tell how you are helping solve this case. That's why I love to get audience participation. So, no, Tim, you are fine. As a matter of fact, if you weren't feisty, I probably wouldn't like you. No, neither would Ghost. So, I like it when you're feisty. That's why we got Tina in here. Tina's our room bitch. We love her. She does the same thing. Okay, so I just found this. This is September 29th, which would have been yesterday. I don't even know what's on this, but we're going to play it. It says new video shows Dog the Bounty Hunter at campsite. Are we ready?
I watched earlier.
Is this the same one, honey?
I don't know.
Okay, well, let's play it. Here we go.
I'm Andrew Kraft. We want to go into some continuing coverage, just some more updates in the Gabby Petito.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Case and the search for Brian Laundrie. I'm going to bring in my colleague in the newsroom, Daytona Everett, as we break this all down. Daytona, good to see you. There haven't been much major developments, kind of incremental ones, as this search continues. Isn't that right?
Yeah, no, that's right. The majority of the news that we're getting actually is with Dog the Bounty Hunter. Interestingly enough...
Of course it is.
I know, right? Who would not want to be with the Dog the Bounty Hunter? You know?
Search and rescue team. It's a K-9 team that set out today near the Egmont Key off of the coast of St. Petersburg in Florida. There's a crew of 4 people. They're
a new campsite.
Backpacks and other supplies. They left on boats with 3 canes.
Hi, Iron Woman.
Search this entire 450 acres and they're going to see what they can find. Interestingly enough, we have had pictures and videos.
Holy shit.
Fox's Robert Sherman, who is now going to be kind of standing side by side with Dog as he...
Oh, I got to write that name down. Robert Sherman. Hang on, everybody, while I do this. See? You all think I don't keep notes. You ought to see the shit in my desk. You wouldn't have any idea. Well, Ghost knows. Sherman. Okay, TikTok. Twitter. Okay.
Robert Sherman TV.
Okay, got it. Robert Sherman TV. Woohoo! TV. Okay, got it. Here we go.
Takes on this search effort to try to find Brian Laundrie. You can see in the video right there, he says that he wrapped up his exclusive shoot with Dog the Bounty Hunter today as he and a K-9 team combed some of the Tampa Bay's remote islands in search of Brian Laundrie. They say no find, but some clues that have piqued Dog's interest.
Clues?
Yeah, hopefully we'll be speaking to Robert a little
bit. What clues?
Okay, now here's my question. Okay. We know that the FBI went to Brian Laundrie's house and got articles of clothing and things like that for the search dogs.
Right.
And whatnot, right? But that's for the FBI investigation, not for the canine team that dog has. Okay.
Right.
How did the canine handlers get their hands on anything that belonged to Brian Laundrie for those search dogs to have a scent to go off from?
Yeah. Good idea. Good question.
I don't think they did. I think they're just walking their dogs. Like, yeah, I mean, if the dog has no track scent to go off from, what are they tracking?
Dog the Bounty Hunter, I want to talk to you. Please get a hold of Dog the Bounty Hunter. Send Lisa, your new wife, come and talk to me. I have questions. Me, I'm watching you. Dog.
Tomorrow about this, he's kind of been embedded with Dog the Bounty Hunter on this search. Here's Robert's next tweet. He says, Dog is searching some of these islands because he believes it's possible Brian Laundrie either
hidden under the radar. Ooh, Iron Woman. Iron Woman seems to think somebody's got Brian hid. Yep.
That's a possibility.
Hey, Pink.
Honestly, I think it's his parents has him hid.
I do too. I think his parents have got him hid. Yep. I miss Beth too.
The team did not find any firm evidence to...
Beth was a bitch, but you know what? She's the kind of bitch I liked. I liked that woman.
Day that proves Laundrie was here, but Dog did find several man-made items left behind, and you can see one of which was this Monster Energy can.
Yeah, this Monster Energy can is making national headlines right now. They say upon close inspection, it looked like they were close to brand new. No signs of color fading or rust, meaning...
Yeah, so put your hands all over the...
Okay,
put your hands all over the top of that can where his DNA would be.
Okay, first off, no signs of color fading or rust. It's an aluminum can. Aluminum does not rust. There's no iron in aluminum to rust. Okay? Just want to throw that out there. Like the education level of their reporting.
Dog, I want to talk to you, Pally.
I mean,
Dog.
When was the last time you seen an actual tin can?
Been quite a while.
Yeah. Not since like the early 70s with the remember the pull tabs?
I know, Val. That's what people don't understand what it takes out there to live. I don't know. Personally, I wouldn't want to do it. I would be shitting my pants. Personally, I wouldn't hurt somebody. But even to be on the run, I would shit my britches. I could not do it. I could not do it.
And again, you know, that can, he might speculate that it belonged to Brian, but without taking a DNA swab from around the rim and checking against Brian's DNA, we cannot confirm that can actually was ever in Brian Laundrie's hands.
Fingerprints or whatever, right. Here we go.
Few days. They are looking for...
If he's extremely lucky, they might get fingerprints off of it. But
what's this? What's this?
Flip-flops.
Well, let's find out where they're at.
Brian Laundrie.
Yeah, let's look at Robert's next tweet, taking a picture of what looks like a pair of flip-flops, saying that these sandals, a fire pit, although it's hard to tell if it was burning recently or weeks ago, and some kayak tracks. Robert says it's worth noting. We did see two locals paddling along in kayaks, so the area they are searching probably does get...
Okay, so the flip-flop on the top and the flip-flop on the bottom, okay, the flip-flop on the top is larger size, looks like a men's, but the one at the bottom is a lot smaller, a lot narrower, and looks like
it's a different, and there's a different brand. There's no brand on this one.
That's what I'm saying. That looks like a guy's and a girl.
Yeah. Like, well, and he was with, if that was his video in the water, he was with somebody. Who knows? We don't know.
Some sense of if it is a very, very remote region, or are there people out and about?
So like we said, the search continues tomorrow with Dog the Bounty Hunter. Him and Mike are going to be there. He's with the digital team with Fox News. So hopefully we'll be getting updates every single night.
I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be watching Mr. Robert Sherman. Jesus. Towering Doc, hello. Video looks like AOC visits to the border facility, right? Well, you know what? We've got more. This thing keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And more insane.
It's crazy. My God, I can't keep up with all the stories. I can't keep up with all these stories that there's so many speculations, so many stories out there that aren't true. And try to debunk them to give the facts is really hard to do.
Yeah.
It really is. It's very, very hard to do. I don't know. Hey, Jenny, how you doing? I saw you were in cabs today.
So what you doing this weekend, Uber?
Actually this week, what is today? Thursday?
Today is Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday.
Tomorrow, my show. Saturday, my show. I don't go and do much of anything.
I know we got, I thought about taking Lady Swan tomorrow up to the Wellsburg Apple Festival is this weekend.
Oh.
And there's a big flea market up there and stuff. So I don't know
that would be fun.
I don't know if I'll be here with you tomorrow because I may take her up there just a day for her and I. And then on Saturday, we have the kids, and we're taking them to Ogilvy Fest.
Oh, how fun.
The zoo and all that stuff. We're going to take OG, and
that'll be fun.
So,
why don't you, remember you were saying you need to find some place to print off some paperwork?
Yeah, I'm going to do that tomorrow.
Why don't you send it over to your daughter-in-law's and have her print it off? I'm sure she's got a printer, right?
No, she don't.
For school? Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, that's a bummer.
I'll be taking care of that tomorrow, though.
Okay.
No worries.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you're going to have a good, fun weekend.
Yes, apple cider donuts. Oh, I so want some apple cider and some donuts.
I've never had one.
Never had an apple cider donut? Oh, they're good. They're good, man.
Apple fritters are my favorite.
I love this time of year when they do the apple festivals and the pumpkin festival. We got the pumpkin festival going on out in Barnesville. We got the apple festival up in Wellsburg. We got the Ogilvy Fest, which is like Oktoberfest kind of thing. The beer tents and the, wine tasting and all that stuff going on up there.
So much fun.
The county fair type stuff with all the FHA and the animals and stuff. The kids love
it.
So I'm gonna take the opportunity to get out of the house for a couple days.
That'll be good.
Because this COVID thing, being locked up in the house all the time, it sucks.
And it's getting to be wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Speaking of donuts, did you see Cheddar's new video? No, I didn't. No, but I will. I will go look at his video. I love apple fritters. I don't think I've had apple fritter probably in 3-4 years.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I used to get one every day when I went to the bank. When I worked at the bank, every day I'd stop and get an apple fritter.
I remember when I was a kid, we used to, when I lived up in Lansing, Michigan, we used to go up north to this place called Uncle John's Cider Mill. And you go in there and you watch them making the apple cider.
Oh!
And they grind up the apples, they put it into a slurry, and then wrap it in the fabric, and then press, stacks. And you see the juice running out, and then it goes through, and it's like pasteurized, kind of, sterilized and all that good stuff. And then you can buy jugs of fresh made apple cider.
Oh, that sounds so good, apple cider. Thank you, Hippie Soul and Jenny. It's hilarious. Okay, I will watch. Jennifer Tonks, after 2 weeks in that terrain, plus his parents are followed everywhere. Yes, his parents are followed everywhere. Mm-hmm. Yes, they are. Thank you, Lady Phantom. So, this is
I think that's going to be the downfall in this case, actually. I think that at some point, Brian's going to use his phone that he has on him to get a hold of his parents, and his dad's going to leave the house in the middle of the night one night. And
Brian doesn't have the phone. Brian doesn't have the phone. The FBI has it.
Brian, the FBI has the phone that he bought after he got back.
Right.
Where's his original phone?
I don't know. I think he got rid of him and Gabby's down the road, threw him out the window. That's my thought anyway.
I can't say as to whether he has a phone or not, but I suspect he does.
I don't know, babe. I don't know.
I suspect he does, and I think he's got one of them fucking solar rechargers too to keep it charged up.
And you can do that right here. It's easy to do.
Yeah.
Easy to do. There's the charger right there.
And I think that's how he's keeping track of what's going on through social media.
Yep.
Because he can be scrolling through his Facebook and see everything that we see. He could be watching your channel right now and getting the latest updates. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he's got a phone on him. And if what we've seen from Dog just there, and if Dog is on his trail, and those flip-flops, there was 2 pairs there. There was a male pair and a female pair. Who's to say that he doesn't have somebody with him helping him out?
Yeah. I mean, there's so many theories out there. I think our government hired Dog to provide the people with spectacle. If it wasn't for Dog, the airwaves would be pitch black silent. Yep, there you go. Blue-eyed diva, hello.
I believe it's a lot easier to camp with more than one person because 2 of you share the work.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If he can't have fire. He can't move during the day because everybody's watching. He has to move at night. How is he eating?
Well, I mean,
no fire, no heat.
Again,
I don't know.
You could go to Sam's Club and get a case of protein bars.
I don't even think he's around there. I don't think he's. Yeah, but this has been how long now? I don't think he's even around there. I think he's not anywhere around there. Let's say for instance, maybe the parents left on that Saturday or on the 7th and went for a long drive with Brian in the back of the camper so that nobody could see him if they drove by a camera in the front seat.
Well, again, if there's a second person with him, female, obviously it's not somebody that's wanted by the law. How easy would it be for her to leave the campsite, walk into a grocery store, pick up a case of protein bars or whatever they needed to survive for the next week, and come back and give them to Brian? If we don't know who that other person is or what they look like, it's very easy for her to be helping him out.
I don't know.
Think about it.
So you think there could be somebody helping him out?
I think there could be somebody with him out there helping him out.
So here's what I think. I think that the parents, when they left on the 7th, they had him in the back of the camper and left, so nobody, no cameras, no surveillance could see him in the front seat of that truck.
And I think they took him someplace else and dropped him off.
And I think they took him somewhere else, not anywhere close, and dropped him off somewhere. And then they went back and showed up on the 8th at home. So you got a timeline right there where there is missing. They weren't camping, and they didn't show back home. Tawanda!
There's about 24 hours worth of that. 24 hours worth of the timeline during that camp out. That when they left on the 7th and then came back to the campground to check out on the 8th. There's 24 hours missing there.
Yes. There's time missing right there between the time they checked. Now, when did they check out on the 7th? That's a good question, too.
I don't know.
Does anybody know? When they checked out on the 7th, and what time did the neighbors see them pull up on the 8th? And was Brian with them?
Right.
That's not said. Nobody said that. That's what I'm saying. I think that they drove him somewhere to get him the hell out of Dodge on the 7th. And it was far enough away where they had to make an overnight trip.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why can't they get the GPS off of that truck? Because they didn't do anything wrong. They cannot just go up there and say, give me the GPS off your truck. No.
Well, and again, that with that particular model truck, it might not have a GPS tracking system in it unless it was installed low jack, for security purposes.
They all have black boxes now.
What they can do is get into the computer on that truck and see how far it was driven. It'll give them a thing saying, on this date it was driven this many miles. So they can check against the computer on the truck to see how many miles or whatnot it was driven on September 7th to 8th. And depending on, we have a location of them being.
I'll be right back.
We have that location of them being at that campground. So that's your starting point. And then on the map with a compass, you can figure out how far it is. So let's say they drove 150 miles that day. You can figure out 150 miles on the map and draw a circle from that starting point, and bam, you have a search area.
Right. I agree with you.
And then within that search area, you could check the phone records to see what towers picked up the Laundrie's parents' phones and narrow that area down to a pie shape. You know what I mean? Which direction they were traveling. Okay. So that they're traveling northwest for 150 miles, and at 150 miles, it puts them at a location on a line that's, going to be 75 miles wide along the outer axis.
God. Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. I got to share this. Oh, Jenna. Oh my God. Okay. I got to share this. This brings tears to my eyes. Jenna, you outdid yourself. Look at this.
Aw.
Look at that. Hey, cute kitty. Oh my God. Jenna. Absolutely. Oh my God. Wow.
That's nice.
That is beautiful. Jenna, you outdid yourself, baby. Outdid yourself.
We're going to have to update that Morphew case here soon, because there's a lot of details that have come to light.
Oh yeah, he's out now. He's out on bond right now.
Wow. But we still haven't found her body, right?
They haven't found her body, no. Little lady, it's beautiful, isn't it? Hey, Red Road Runner. Oh my God. Thank you so much. We need to get going on that here. I'll write it up this weekend, and then you can get going on it next week. Huh?
Okay. That's fine.
Radar said there's 2 types of people that can't tell anyone if hiding Brian. His lawyer, which won't be hiding him because he wouldn't be able to also represent him. The other person would be a priest. Right? Yes, Jenna, they did. It's beautiful. Thank you, honey. God dang it, that's good. Helen, if you're still listening out there, Helen, this is Jenna, the little gal I was telling you about. She's in the chat under Damn Jenna. So I'll be sending you something for my sister Jenna. She needs a little bit of help on. So, wow. Okay, everybody. So tomorrow we will do an update. I'm going to also look into a couple questions or a couple things Tim Green also brought me. Okay, hear me out. Brian's parent. Okay, this is so Brian's parents broken hearts by what he may have confessed to them, right? So they took him camping where Brian's dad killed Brian, buried him at the campsite. Brian's parents silenced too. That's what Tim says.
That's a stretch.
His dad's murdering him. Now, that would be a topic for a good book, Tim.
It would definitely be the twist.
This whole thing is going to be a made-for-movie anyway, you know?
Oh, yeah. Look, I'm sure that somebody's already in post-production for for a Saturday night, movie. One of the networks is going to throw together this movie about the Gabby Brian case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's going to be a Saturday night, special event type thing.
So,
and who's going to play Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Oh my God. Probably Dog himself. Yeah. So, okay. So tomorrow's Friday. Normally it would be, normally it would be, Uber's updates. Mm-hmm. So tomorrow will be Uber's updates. It will just be, again, I'm going to look into a few things. And bring you all that we can tomorrow. Ghost won't be here tomorrow. Saturday, normally we do History's Mysteries, and he won't be around either. So we'll work this out. I can do this by myself.
Saturday I might be. Well, you usually do that later in the evening, though, right?
Yeah, both nights. Tomorrow it'll be tomorrow night. Friday and Saturdays I go on at 6.
Yeah.
Or 5. 5 my time, which would be 8 o'clock your time.
8 o'clock my time. Okay, so I might be back by then.
Yeah.
I don't know about tomorrow, but I'll definitely be back by 8 on Saturday, I'm sure. I'll be worn out from the kids making me walk all over a zoo and park.
That'll be good for you. That'll be
trying to keep up with the grandkids,
Yep. So anyway, I will see you all tomorrow, 5 o'clock. Pacific Standard Time and 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Same way with Saturday evening, 5 o'clock Pacific and 8 o'clock Eastern. So I want to thank each and every one of you for coming in here. You guys are a part of our team. Remember, we couldn't do this without you either. We all work together. We're all a team. And with you guys, thank you, cute kitty. So, no way Father killed him. His parents are trying to protect him. I think you're right. With us being as a team and with all these different thoughts and everything, you never can tell. You never can tell. Okay, so with that being said.
Good night, Ghost.
Yeah, never mind. I didn't even have to say anything to him. Good night, everybody. Good night, Ghost.